Good evening, everybody. How you guys all doing? Welcome
Hello.
to Wednesday. How you doing,
Oh,
Dina?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um, enjoying a bit of a different camera setup, as I can now use my hands and people can see it
Yeah,
better.
in the frame.
It's important. Okay, I'm French. It's not just my words. It's my physical
Yep.
manners and
Hey, I know.
expression.
I do. I make expressions with my hands all the time.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true. I get those every so often too. Fuck you, Joe.
right.
But I know they come from a place of love and annoyance. Or both. uh, Good evening. So before we get into everything else, a lot of stuff that we got through, even some stuff we were going
Yeah.
that we're covering. One of the things we didn't quite cover, but I thought we'd probably discuss a little bit beforehand was, particular in regards to the movement, was something we were starting to look into was the flotilla. And I think Dina, you were
Freedom
watching that.
Flotilla. I'm not watching that right now, but I was
Yeah.
actually going to get you guys the address. I actually put it in my link tree, everyone. People have access to their link tree in my link tree. So please visit my link tree and you can follow the Freedom Flotilla Coalition. And I want everybody to do that right now, please. Make sure you're following right now. This
Absolutely.
flotilla, do you have a clip of it, Joe, or are we going to
I
explain?
do not have a clip
Okay.
of it, unfortunately.
For those of you who don't know what this is a group of people from all over the world. It's a flotilla that's carrying 5,500 tons of medical supplies and food and so on. And flotillas are protected under international law. However, flotillas have been raided by the IOF and pillaged, and people died, and people got kidnapped, and so on. So what these people have thought of, which is fucking brilliant, is that we all need to have our eyes on them, and we all need to be watching their progress. And they are stuck in Turkey right now because the US government is putting pressure on the Turkish government to not let them through. So what they've asked so you guys need to watch their videos. There's maybe like 8 now. So you'll catch up real fast. They wanted everybody to start calling right away to put pressure on the US government to allow this flotilla to get to Gaza. They're
So,
brilliant.
yeah, it is, and it's great and so there's two ways you guys can help out in regards to this. Not only can you help out by by checking up on them and seeing if we can provide resources, but the biggest thing right now to help them is just have your eyes on them, talk about them, and spread the word about them.
Yes.
The entire thing about them right now is they do have a delivery to bring to Gaza to help people there. But the way to help protect them is keep an eye on them and send the message around. Make sure the world sees them.
Everybody's watching and everybody's like, we all
Yeah.
know. They also have, I just found out, 3 ambulances and a fire truck on this flotilla.
So all you need to do to help out, watch it, spread the word, and get more people to spread the
Yeah,
word.
get all your friends to follow them. Everybody, this is what we need to be
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Make this
The
difficult
woman that
to
is
ignore and
steering,
hide.
the woman that is leading this flotilla is a retired colonel with
Nice.
the armed forces, was it? And a former diplomat. She is the one leading this. And then you'll see stories of some of the other people who are whatever lead of the team they are. It's really fantastic, you guys. It's fascinating.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all. I mean, it's
Follow
yeah.
my link tree right at the top.
as soon as we finish this, I'll probably go grab it from Deana and throw it into mine too. As well as I just dropped it into the chat here too. It's not the link, but it is the actual URL to their site, their main site, and from there you can go to any place to go find out about them.
Mute.
But yeah. Aside from that, we got a couple things to cover this week. Not as much, but let's start off with the blockade updates. We start off with New Brunswick.
Fucking loser. What is wrong with that douche canoe?
So I just want to start off with by saying there's a lot here.
Too much. Too much.
So this was posted by one of the convites, and of all the shots they could post of him, this was the one that you chose to post. And I'm looking at this like, really? Like,
it's amazing.
This is the guy that you want to help, and that's the shot. Eyes closed, mid motion.
Who dressed him today?
That I don't know. That I'm like, there was a lot of weird questions when it comes to the attire.
Who the hell dressed him? Like, what a douche.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what he's wearing. Put that aside. And you know what? I will mock somebody's clothing because everything about clothing is a choice. No, it's not that. Everything, yeah. He's got the means to get clothing, and so therefore, you got the means to get whatever clothing you want, and whatever clothing you're wearing, you chose it. You chose it. That's something I can mock. So, and yeah, that whole vest inside the jacket, that's different.
I don't think he wanted to wear the jacket. I think he actually thought he was going to be warm enough to just go out in that other jacket he's wearing, and then it was too cold, so he put on that one.
Yeah, it's just,
and if he didn't do it that way, it's even more bonkers that he would do that on purpose. But I think
it doesn't get much better because, I mean, like, you've got this. He's talking to a crowd, and again, he got to the crowd in New Brunswick. I think the New Brunswick is roughly 10 to 20 people. It's not a large crowd.
Crowd, eh? You're going to call that a crowd? Okay.
I'm generous.
Yeah.
I'm a very generous person. Let's be honest here. I'm very generous. So he's here talking to his crowd of people. Let me zoom in so you guys can see the whole crowd. And he's there. He's there. He's getting some photo ops with a whole bunch of people. But you know what? I've even got, so there's a couple of videos there. I made a clip for us. Whoops, that's not the button for that. Let me give you sort of a taste of what it's like to have Pierre visit your event.
Hello. Good, how are you?
So I'm the guy who's going to axe the tax.
Well, let's hope so.
Well, don't hope so. Make it so.
That's why we're here.
I know you are. Mm-hmm. You don't like the tax much, I can tell. Eh?
No, I don't like it at all.
23 days here.
23
Talking
days.
to a 5-year-old.
Did you see our sign? It's got a big axe, a big wooden sign when you're pulling it out by the highway.
Yeah, he is talking to a 5-year-old. What's that?
They all are.
And we got little stickers on here. I did that. Axe attack.
You did that.
See, pretty modest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking give a shit.
You guys sleep?
That's right.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep right here. In my car.
We got a diesel heater in there. We got
Oh, look how dedicated they are, Pierre. They're fucking sleeping in their cars on the side of the highway for you.
Yeah. But if you want to actually know where I sleep, I'll show you.
Yeah, you show them, and then I'll show them where I sleep.
Where do you guys get a shower? You guys get a shower?
Yeah, a big stop.
Are you concerned for them?
This is where I sleep.
Probably because he's being offended in the olfactory sense.
Like I said, there's an outbreak of common sense across Canada.
What's that word again?
Common sense.
Outbreak.
We're dusting off that word.
Yeah. Outbreak.
That's been gone for a long time.
Oh, God bless you, man.
We're gonna axe the tax. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. And it's gonna be in part because you guys stood up and fought back. That's what had to
Sure,
happen.
Pierre.
Right on, guys.
Right on.
Keep it up. And let's bring it home.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Oh boy. How
Where do you wanna start?
embarrassing. I don't. What is there to fucking say? He's continuing to enable the worst, absolute worst of the worst in Canada. Like, that's what he's doing. He already did it in 2022. Brought them fucking donuts and coffee. Like, this is the
Yeah.
fringe of the fringe.
Yeah, but
People
I
who
think
can't
this
do
is
math.
this is exactly, I think, the point here. This is the fringe of the fringe. So when he brought the donuts, he brought it to a large group.
Yeah.
There was a fair amount for the convoy in Ottawa. You remember that.
Yeah.
When you get out to New Brunswick, to the border blockade, to his massive crowd of, well, you saw it. It doesn't have the same sense and zeal and photo op ability as the original one. And I'm looking at because I saw the I watched the whole video to trim it down to what we have here. There's actually about 3 videos. Because I didn't want to bore you guys with like 20 minutes worth of it. There was, I swear I saw it, and I thought I captured it well in here, and I think you do get a couple of glimpses where he's just like, why did we bother doing the stop? Like this isn't the win I'm hoping for. Like this doesn't look great. Like, we are here with 20 people after I called people to come out and stand for a protest, and this is what we got.
Well, I mean, maybe he's going to go to Alberta next. Maybe he's doing a tour of Canada Convoy. He'll go see 20 people at a time.
I'm
Right?
thinking, yeah, no, exactly. It's gonna be 20 people at a time. So this is my challenge to everybody here. Everybody who's listening in, and spread this word out to everybody else. Keep an eye on, if he's doing a tour, keep an eye on all the areas. Keep an eye on the counts and the sizes. Because I'm expecting him to pump up the numbers in one. Just get some people stuffed in there.
Maybe
so it
that's what
looks
he's
a little
trying
bit
to
better.
do. But I think people are catching on to the fact that his axe the tax bullshit is actually bullshit. I think
Yeah.
people are starting to figure Pierre Poilievre out. Like, and
There's a
his-
fair amount. I mean, there's a fair amount of them. That was, that's kind of questionable in regards to the whole thing. There's one particular, and there's a whole bunch of things that are going to constantly keep biting him in the ass. One thing in particular, I'm going to bring up the thing back up here.
one thing in particular, his homophobia, maybe his transphobia,
No. From
maybe
this
his
particular incident, no. There's a lot of
his
there's a lot of-
Zionism.
yeah. So
There's
there's him coming out of the actual trailer, and there's the door right beside here. So the door, I even got a zoomed in shot right here for all you guys.
yeah.
There's a lot to unpack of the door that he's going there to go be chummy with. And again, he keeps walking into this shit. Like, this is his own doing. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's mistakes, but there's often it's like, you know what? You keep doing it after a while. Nah, brah, this is you. So let's take a look at some of the names here. Josh
Yeah, man.
Alexander,
Yeah.
who is a strong Maxime Bernier supporter. I just made a post about that recently.
Yeah.
About, like, you know, it's like, oh, Save Canada's in there. Yes, the Save Canada hashtag's right there on the bottom, above Daisy Media, another Diagolon supporter who is, again, above Diagolon's drawn there.
Yeah.
Like, this whole thing is like, okay, dude, you got some far right shit here going on.
All over it.
All over
All
it.
over it.
Like, you're literally Canadian
He know
version of a fucking swastika
Yeah,
on the goddamn door.
he knows. He knows. Like, I think it's I don't know, is he fighting for Maxime Bernier's people? Like, as if these people even vote anyways?
He's
Fuck.
trying to make sure his people don't go to Maxime Bernier.
Yeah, but 20 people at a time? Like, okay, good. Keep going.
The
Whatever.
problem is the more he tries to appeal to this particular sect, the more he's going to get.
He's
He's
gonna
going to lose. He's
Yeah,
going to lose the people on the other end of it.
a lot of
So it's
people
like, great, you
benefit.
gained 20 people. Are you sure you
Are
gained
these the
20
people you want?
And
Yeah.
A, is it the people you want? And B, is it only 20 people you're losing on the other end? Because now, even just doing this, you're losing 20 people versus the 20 people you gained.
Yeah.
They're not the brightest people to begin with. Because I did not feel any people for the Mensa crowd in that group.
Yeah.
Again, not really coming out with the tests to check their qualifications. But, you know.
Yeah, Pierre Polyev.
Yeah.
The cool
So,
guy.
he is, isn't he? He's no, he's not the cool guy. He's the man of the people.
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't you know? He's
know.
the man of the people. He comes out, he goes stand with his people because, you know, he's from the earth.
They're not my people. Those people he's meeting with on the side of the highway, sleeping in their cars, not showering, they're not my people.
Maybe not your people, but they are Pierre's people because him and those people apparently live the same lives. You know,
Yeah.
they've been struggling. You know, and I will say this too. You know, I have no doubts that these people have been struggling in life. They've worked probably day to day, living from paycheck to paycheck. No
I did
doubts.
that for a long time. Still doing
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely. And it's so it's my message is not to say that there's you know there's anything wrong with that. I understand that this is a majority, whatnot. I've done it many times too. There's no shame and fault with that. My thing I'm pointing out is the guy who's, you know, saying that he's you know is just like them
Is not. Has
never
been.
lived paycheck to
Ever,
paycheck,
ever.
has lived off the government dime.
And will never, ever, because he has a pension for the rest of his life.
He's got a pension as well as he owns a property management company that
Yeah,
is
he's a
yeah.
landlord.
Mm.
He's a landlord.
He's the very thing that
like,
these people don't realize
for profit
is what's
landlord.
holding them down.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, you get what you vote for, so I think I have more faith in the Canadian people and especially the young people. I love the young people.
The young people are absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
And more important, so most importantly, in regards to this particular visit, it needs to be shown to be the failure that it is, and it's something I know. I think everybody needs to sort of point out. He went there to a big crowd of 20. I don't think he's gonna. To be honest, I don't think he's gonna repeat this. He did not get the large crowd he wanted. He did not get the big sort of.
was it
event.
planned? Did he tell people he was coming?
No. I think it was sort of one of those soft little checks to see what's going on.
He could have sent anybody to go check on them, though. He didn't have to go himself. I think there's something more.
Yeah, I think he might have gone in there to see if he can go do something with it. I don't know if it's going to be something, you know.
Well, he must have known someone was going to be live streaming or recording. So it's not like he can go there in secret.
It's some, let's be honest here, it's some place with people with cell phones in 2024.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to live stream. You go anywhere, there's going to be somebody with a phone that's capable of live streaming.
And of course, they're going to want to live stream that they're talking to Pierre Polyev.
Absolutely.
To them, it's a big deal.
Absolutely. I mean, it was kind of a weird kind of thing.
It's very
Um,
weird.
yeah.
It's
I
very,
don't like I
very,
said,
very
I
weird.
don't know if it's gonna be the big success he wants. I don't think it's gonna be the big sort of gain he's hoping for.
Whatever.
Um,
I don't think he's going to be the leader of the party by the time we have the election. Forget Pierre
I think he
Poilievre.
will. I think he will. For him not to continue being the leader of the party, it's rare for the person before an election. It's rare for a person to be switched over. There are certain situations. If you're a temporary leader, absolutely. But he's not the interim leader. He was voted in, which was weird. I think he's going to be good till the election. Depending on the election and after the election, totally different story. But up to the election, I think he's locked solid. There is no reason for him to be removed because he's got high in the polls right now.
It's not
Unless
the
he
polls.
drastically drops.
I think something else is going to happen. I think we're going to find out something about Pierre Poilievre that he's been trying to keep a secret for a really long time.
Like why he's not asking for security clearance?
Not why he's not asking for security, why he's not getting security clearance. But that's not the only reason. There's other things.
That'll be interesting to see. I'm going to go with Occam's razor, which is just I see no reason why he would be released from leadership. There's no scandal. He's performing well. I think he's going to continue till he gets to that point. It's rare for them to try to change leadership at this time, especially coming close. They're about a year and a half away from it, and
I also think that the Canadian voters are going to see that he's a Zionist, and they're not going to want that. Like, this movement is exploding. People, get on the fucking right side of history. This is your moment. We are watching something magnificent happening right now at a super disgusting tragedy. But can we just move this thing along and free Palestine? Like, let's all just get out there. Like, it's happening. This is the revolution. Palestine will be free. Can we just move this along? Everybody, let's go. Let's do this. But yeah, I think
I don't disagree.
They're going to realize he's a Zionist, and they're going to be like, no, we don't want this. For the sake of humanity, no more fucking Zionists in our fucking government.
I'm going to pause that here. You're going to remind me here on Friday because you and I are going to be debating this a little bit more, the nuance of it, because I agree, I agree with the ideas that you're saying. I don't agree with it's going to come in because I have no faith in people.
I'm starting to get faith in people by the explosion that I'm seeing from the majority, from the young generation. I just saw TikTok.
Pause. It's a Friday discussion.
Fine.
We are going to start off and people can listen to us debate it.
Only if I'm unlocked from my Twitter account, because at the moment I'm locked out. Appealing because I didn't do anything wrong again, but I really feel like Palestinian voices are being suppressed. Not like people who are pumping out Palestinian content are getting suppressed. I retweeted somebody else's tweet.
I've got some ideas for Friday. If you want to keep that account locked until it gets unlocked on its own, I can pipe you in through my account.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then you can hear us just debate it. It's going to be nuts.
Take down.
Yeah. I could take Deana. Watch it happen. I could totally take her. Be massive.
I'm going to start doing workouts this way because I keep trying to get muscle doing this and I don't know how. So I'm going to start working out like this just so I can do whatever these people do. And then this bulges here. It only bulges when I go this way. I don't know what this is. Maybe that's just for your forearm. Whatever.
It's supposed to be, this is to show your forearm. This is to show your bicep, forearm. That's all.
Okay. That's why.
Yeah.
Then carry on.
So we're going to go over to Alberta. Lacombe, Alberta, because you know what? Cochrane has sort of left. Let's see how the boys are doing.
So all this is available right here.
What do you mean all this is available?
And as you can see, it's a it's a big ditch.
Kind of like a movement.
That's
So
the new
that's
place.
where we're hanging out, just north of Lacombe, on the south side of the highway,
In a
going
ditch.
southbound. There's a rest area here. There's lots of room here. This weekend, as you can see, there's posters and stuff starting to fly around for the 27th for the weekend. Lots of room for camping. Come on out this weekend. Show your support. Show your love. No, it's not muddy. And the wind is not bad up in this location.
What a selling feature.
It is not that bad. It's not as windy. We came here yesterday and it was like, wow, it's so much nicer from the wind. Different location. Like I said, this highway here is all your blue collar workers. The number one highway, that's a lot of people traveling to the mountains to go skiing and go out to their weekend houses and, you know, call the police because there's a little bit of slowing down on the highways. They don't understand why we're here.
Huh?
This is to remove the carbon tax.
These
I think
people
we're
have
day
weekend houses?
They tell you
23.
they're doing it to stop the sun. The sun heals everything. It's absolutely necessary for all life and organic substances on Earth.
course.
They are trying to eliminate organic substances. They're charging us tax.
I'm pausing this because I generally try not to interfere with the video, but as a reference here, as you listen to this particular speaker, this is Moose McDavid's brother, Red Dog
Oh, for
McDavid.
heaven's sakes.
So if he sounds familiar and sounds like him, that is why.
So that mother had two of them?
Yeah,
Two of them?
yeah.
Damn.
Tax. Carbon tax. We're made of carbon, for crying out loud. It's plant food. The more the merrier. The trees used to be big. We got blades of grass now compared to the size trees used to be. Trees at one point were
clapping?
2 or 3 kilometers at the base,
Probably Moose.
reaching the skies, high, feeding us. People were bigger. Everything was bigger. Honest and integral news reporting that is not bought and controlled by government. Trudeau, the first.
Still holding the line here. Like I said, the police officer came in on the first day. He's the highway patrol guy. Says we're more than welcome to stay here. We can use this whole entire field. He has no issues with that. Seemed really nice. He understands what we're doing. And yeah, we're going to be here for a while. He asked us how long we're going to be here. And I told him to give Danielle Smith a call. If she removes the carbon tax, then we can move.
So over here, I haven't walked yet, but a few people did. There's an old lodge over here. It's abandoned, and there's like 3 cabins over there. So squatters' rights. The government took this over and shut that place down. So I don't know, squatters' rights. I'm gonna have to take a walk over there and go check that out. But check out this space, guys.
Squatters' rights.
Like seriously, I don't know. Come on down. We're in the center.
You years come through Team to observe the export encampment. They're not with them. So it explains them at the end. So the person that was actually filming the last video was not with that group. They had a chance to go film sort of the camp as they were going through, and they might have blasted their horn late at night just to piss them
wake
off.
them up. That's awesome.
I'm like,
So funny.
that's something. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I would do pretty sure I know Deana would do.
I would do it from the beginning, though. I'd just be like, "Wah," and
Hmm.
Carol
And again,
filming or you filming, and me just being like,
well, if it's two of us for sure, I'd be up through a sunroof filming the whole thing as you're like just
Yeah.
fucking blaring the whole thing. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, I mean, they went through,
you
they
could have
filmed the whole
eggs in
thing,
the
which is
car.
yeah. Thank you for thank you for the shot, the filming of the camp to see what it is, which is just basically a bunch of vehicles on a service road beside the highway, just living on the on you're camping out on the side of a fucking highway.
Cool. Go for it. Maybe Pierre Polyev will come and visit your ditch.
Yeah.
We're in a ditch. It's the best. Ron, I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
These ditch kids, like seriously, like holy shit. Like
Ditch
that's that's the summation of the whole thing. They're living in a fucking ditch.
Ditch in a van
That's
by
it.
the river.
Yeah.
Van in the ditch. Even worse than by the river.
Down by the fucking river. No, you're absolutely right. It's just like yeah, it's like seriously, like
And men,
what are
like
you
people used to be bigger and trees used to be bigger.
Mhm.
We used to have dinosaurs. They're trying to
So one
erase
one of
the
the clips I
sun.
didn't get a chance to sort of mix into there because I didn't get a chance to kind of parse it out correctly. But Ron was a little annoyed with traffic going by. He's like, yeah, it's a little bit better up here at Lacombe because there's less people driving by and telling us to fuck off.
That's awesome.
I was like,
And then
first
he
of all,
goes on to
everybody,
say,
he's like, everybody who drives by them and says fuck off.
yeah,
Thank you.
heroes.
Heroes.
Heroes. But then he goes on to say that it's the blue collar workers that are driving by. They're the ones going up skiing. They're the ones going up to their weekend houses. We
The
got to
blue
axe the
collars?
tax. What the hell? These people can afford a weekend house. I can afford my house that I
Yeah.
got for a really good deal because it was before all hell broke loose. Like, I could never afford a house
no
now.
blue collar can afford their
Yeah.
no blue collar is going to be affording a weekend house in regards to a cottage and everything else for skiing unless it's some sort of family house that's
Right.
part of the family.
Yeah.
That's just not happening. New weekend houses aren't happening. They're being turned into investment properties,
Right. Airbnbs or
quite possibly owned by your buddy Pierre.
Polyev. Yep.
Yeah, blue collar used to be able to get their own.
Wait till the 15-minute ditches come into play.
Oh,
Good one, John. John's on Facebook. You got to put it up there. You got it up there. Thank you. So everybody could see.
Hashtag 15-minute dishes.
That's hilarious. It's actually really funny.
It is. It's brilliant. Loving it. Can we start that rumor?
Yeah, let's do it.
You can
Freedom
throw
ditch.
it in there.
15-minute freedom ditch.
We need or
They're gonna build a
hear me
city
out.
on that ditch.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We explained to them how their camp is a 15-minute city because everything is within 15 minutes.
Are they gonna
And
disperse?
by doing a camp, they're helping Justin Trudeau and 15-minute city.
Yeah, now Justin
Within
Trudeau's gonna
15
see that a 15-minute city is gonna fit perfectly in that ditch.
Yeah.
And now, because of you guys, the 15-minute city is being built in the ditch.
No, he's going to upgrade it to make it a 10-minute ditch.
Oh, nice.
Forget the 15-minute city. We now got a 10-minute ditch.
There you go.
Everything's within 10 minutes of crawling distance within the ditch.
Yeah.
You now made 10-minute ditch a thing. Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, it's really great too. If you have
Trudeau couldn't have done it without you.
a liquor board in the ditch,
Yeah.
you're gonna already be in the ditch when you're drunk, so you don't like land in the ditch because you're already in the ditch.
Ron fit in the ditch for a while.
See, that makes it like a 3-minute city. Few drinks and you're in the ditch. You're already there.
It's true.
Turbo drunk in the ditch. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Thumbs up. Triple star
More
ditch.
importantly,
3-star rating.
Trudeau thanks you.
And thanks, Pierre, for reminding us how much of a fucking douche canoe dweeb you are. Fucking side
Call him by his real name. It's Millhouse.
Oh, Jeff Millhouse Poiliev.
There you go. All right. As we're moving on to our more main stories, we are going to cover a little bit in regards to. Oh, sorry. Wrong story. I want to bring up our. So, updating in regards to Toronto. And sorry, when I say Toronto, I meant Queen's Park. The Keffiyehs ban. As many of you guys know, the Speaker of the House at Queen's Park decided that the Keffiyehs ban is political. Keffiyehs is political and therefore needs to be banned. As many people have pointed out, the Keffiyehs is a cultural symbol, and especially at this point when there is a genocide occurring, and as a country who's participated in its own version of a cultural genocide, trying to ban the Keffiyehs is a very terrible optic.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Wrong.
Yeah.
It's not just terrible optic, it's wrong. And that's why it looks bad, because it is bad.
It is. Clear the show is never going to do a Keffiyehs band. Grab mine beforehand, but we won't do it. So, people in the house have been told not to wear the Keffiyehs, but I'm going to acknowledge a hero, our dear Sarah Jama. Still to this day, coming into Queen's Park wearing her Keffiyehs. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But she wasn't the only one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's Jasper meowing.
Free Palestine!
Exactly what you wanted, Merritt.
What are you gonna do, Scaredy? Scaredy. Back of your head is ridiculous.
Watch this. The right side is of the Conservatives. There's Sarah on the left, not moving.
Downstairs.
So, the one asking to rush downstairs is a reporter. That was Colin DeMello. Obviously, wanted to go see people quickly exiting from the Parliament.
Yeah, finding out why. Why are you leaving? What's your problem?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the matter, conservative Zionists? What's your problem?
Absolutely. So it was, and so it was kind of as well pointed out, like, hey, look, there's a protest out there, and I listened to the protest. Fantastic job for the people going there. You do need a little bit of a Deana because I know you would not have been as quiet as they would have. No. Yeah. Hey, do you want to go visit Queen's Park one of these days?
Sure.
done.
They might have a book with my face in it 3 times saying that I'm not allowed to come in. I'm already be on their ban list.
Well, I feel it's not surprising at all.
I love that the Zionists hate me. And I
Valid
love
point.
that they have my picture 3 times.
Well, you know, they want to get all your good angles.
They know.
There you go. So they did a good job there, but again, it's more the point of like, as quickly as the protest started, all the conservative sides like, no, we need to leave this room right away. And to I want to give credit to the ones that chose to stay in that room. Fantastic. You get my respects. Sarah Jama, no doubt she did not want to leave the room for sure.
It's insane that would make people have to leave the room. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. It's one of those, you're telling yourself off in regards to that. Like, if you're leaving the room, what are you saying?
How, like, honestly, it's only been 40 years since the apartheid in South Africa ended, and we all know how it worked. We all saw, or people read about it if you're not as old as we are. But it's happening again. Why would you advertise that you're a fucking disgusting, genocidal, parasitical stain on humanity? Why would you keep up that charade that you think that you're going to win this? You're not going to fucking win this. You disgusting sons of bitches. People are dying. You are not going to win this.
Let's skip over the part where Tina called me old.
I'm an elder. You're older than me, which makes you an elder.
See?
See?
Calling me old. Holy crap.
Senor Elder. Yes.
Senor Elder. There we go. All right, I'll go with that. But yeah, no, it's, again, this particular group, they wanted to, and I want to sort of bring back an interesting point here, because even people from the Conservative Party, including Ford, said the Keffiyeh ban was wrong and bad. And here they had a chance to stand up and say something like, because Ford said,
but they ran out of the room instead.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Oh,
they had a chance. Many of them came out and said the Keffiyeh ban was wrong. But as soon as this protest came up, we're running the fucking hills.
Gone.
As somebody who's been saying the Keffiyeh ban
like
is wrong
rats
in Palestine, like Sarah, who stood there and stayed there.
Yeah.
No. If you are committed to your belief,
which should be pretty easy,
stand your
you
fucking
don't
ground.
Want to see dehumanization, slaughter, mass graves, fucking hospitals being bombed. The list goes on and on and on. Like, I can't believe it's a fucking choice, but it is for some people, apparently.
It is. It's a weird choice. It's a weird line. It's a weird gray area.
It's like
for them.
The thing is, it's not.
Gray
Yeah,
it's
not. Yeah, it's not a like. The thing is they know that they're losing. So they know they're losing. Yesterday, the Senate passed the ban on TikTok in the United States. So it's gone. Like, now Biden has to sign. I don't know if he signed for it today. I was too busy doing other shit. But he has to sign it into law, and it's done.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So, and they embedded it into relief fund bill. Like, they're giving money to Ukraine, they're giving money to Israel, and I can't remember what the third country was. I feel like it's either Haiti or Congo. They were giving money to 3 different countries, and somehow banning TikTok was part of that. And so, it was so disgusting to listen to. What's his dumbass name? Schumer from the Democrats. and Mitch McConnell from the Republicans give a speech that you knew was totally puppeteered because they were talking about how they came together and Americans will come together on something like this and blah, blah, blah. It was so scripted, so vomit worthy, and like you could see through the evilness in all of it. Like,
Yeah.
Makes me want to smoke a cigarette really badly. It pissed me off a lot to listen to it. But anyways, so TikTok it's just not needs to be signed, and then there might be some court challenges. And the content creator that I was watching yesterday thinks that they'll lose in court the elections next year. But that's how dangerous this movement is to them. They're trying so hard to hold on to their power. It is frightening to watch. Like they're trying really, really, really hard and suppressing like media and information and trying to control the mainstream media that everybody gave up on a long time ago. We're not coming back. I'm sorry to tell you, we're not coming back. No one's coming back. Not the right, not the left. Nobody's coming back. You guys fucked up, and you fucked up for far too long.
I mean, so my view in regards to the whole TikTok ban is still the whole thing is their concern is like, all right, there's Chinese control in there. I'm like, really? Cool. And somebody did a good breakdown in regards to this, and I forget the name. It's like, all right, you want to avert Chinese control? Cool. What about all these other companies you guys are big supporters of that have a large Chinese control? Are you okay with this? All right, cool. So China has exclusive control over TikTok, that's concerned, except it doesn't. It's a nationally traded company that's got multiple investors, including somebody in the States who already has a large percentage control in there. It's not the majority, but still a significant amount.
The one who's going to take them to court? He must be the one who's going to be taking them to court.
You should.
Yeah, I would think so.
He should, because right now, unless he's going to bank and just play with it, because again, as long as he's able to maintain his percentage, and it's only going to be the Chinese portion that gets forced to sell, because at that point, it's like you're forcing to sell a company at a low amount because they're forced to sell. It's going to be some Americans going to buy it at a low amount, IPO the rest of it, and it's just going to be a huge amount of windfall for that. It's literally the Americans stealing the company for a huge amount of money. Again.
Yeah.
It did the same thing with Grindr and a bunch of other Chinese companies beforehand. Don't look at this as some sort of national security or anything else. It's just exploitation. They're forcing to sell the company. They make money off of it. That's it. That's all.
They're trying to suppress the Palestinian content.
They may be doing this additionally.
They are. It was. Yeah. Did you not hear what Stephen Miller and the rest of them were like? It specifically.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but the way they're doing this the same way as they did with the other ones, which had nothing to do with that. They're using the mechanism to
they buried those ones in omnibus bills. Blah, 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 omnibus bills.
I don't recall the omnibus bills, but they're using the same. They're using the same mechanisms to grab control of said companies.
It's not the same thing. You're on your own with that one. It's really not the same thing.
I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm saying they're using the mechanisms to grab control of those other companies to take control of this company. And it's nothing to do with some. And the point being, in both of our cases, it has nothing to do with national security.
Was Grindr? Did Grindr make as much money as TikTok? I can't imagine it did. TikTok is I don't know
the books, but again, the point is not to do with the amount of money. It's the point to do with they saw something with potential capital. Both of them had large potential capital, and decided to just grab it. And again, Grindr is a great case of. They grabbed it for a fraction of the cost, and they resold it for a huge amount.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it says.
This may not. No, but I'm not saying both aren't true in this case. You're not wrong. I'm saying both might be occurring. Control over the platform, as well as a bunch of people making a huge buck off of it in the
Yeah.
process.
I
Be
hope
honest here.
China's not
They
gonna
get a win-win on this.
but
they'll be
China
cool.
wouldn't. I don't know. Would China sell it to the Americans at a time like this? I don't think so. You're not going to get that.
Who are they going to sell it to?
Why do they have to sell it? America's
Fair.
not their only customer. Like, there's TikTok is worldwide. I mean, America's doing themselves a disservice by canceling out one of the social media platforms. There's no good reason for it. There's really no good reason for it other than for Grindr. They probably didn't want something like Grindr in their like. This is how they canceled it, was to fuck it up.
No,
that's why they're fucking up Twitter X. If you want something canceled, why don't you just put Elon on the case?
Grindr probably got some concern because they were too afraid of potentially China having records on people that might have been in power.
Right. Of course.
Of course. But yeah, we won't talk about that.
Oh God. It's all true too. What the fuck? Fucking assholes. All of them.
So, let's do our unusual thing and actually shoot down to the U.S. universities.
I love it.
And it starts in the U.S. and it goes from there.
Oh, this puts me in such a mood, a good mood.
This puts you in a good mood.
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
proud of these.
Let's gauge this.
So proud of them. So proud.
It's true. So, as many of people know, there's been some activity in the universities, particularly in New York City.
It started
It
started at Columbia University.
Sorry, Columbia University, and
Gotta give them the props.
Yeah, so Columbia University has been starting and been working and fighting hard,
and
to
people have been getting arrested. Like
people get arrested. We're about to get to that part, but I mean, even before that, like they started by campaigning for the university in regards to for free Palestine.
Yeah, and divestment.
Divestment from Israel.
Yeah.
So they've been very adamant to it, and instead of listening and talking to the students, they just started to take the hardcore approach, which almost feels like a reflection of everything going on.
Yep.
So up to recently enough, where they just got the police is like, no, we're gonna clear you out. That's it.
Yeah, but like
You have been warned by New York University to leave the area. Please leave the plaza now, or you will be arrested for trespassing.
You fuck! Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Where are they going to put all these people they're arresting? Such a stupid thing to do right now.
It's the usual thing they usually do. I've seen it. That's what it is. They made longer clip than we usually do. Apologies there, but I felt there was a lot there to go through. So they were hard there. So one of the clips that I didn't get a chance to throw in there beforehand was the actual teachers that surrounded the encampment, holding hands. I thought it was a beautiful shot of them.
Yeah.
Saying like, no, what they're doing is important. You need to listen to them. But it's just that one small section of the faculty that has the power to call the police decided, nope, that's it. We're running it regardless.
Whatever. They fucked up. They fucked up. You know why they fucked up?
They did.
Because once they did that, this exploded and all different Ivy League universities have now joined in.
Yeah.
Ivy League matters because these are the privileged people. These are the privileged kids. So it's not only the people who know like the actual struggle. These are people who are like, no.
So the narrative that they like to say is like, well, we're just, beating down a couple of people, like those kind of the smaller grouping, just a bunch of, Palestinians or Muslim people who are just, being difficult. But you're beating down a lot of students.
And Jewish students, lots of Jewish students.
You're beating down white students. You're beating down Jewish students. You're beating down students of every ethnicity here. Yeah. You saw that courtyard. It was packed with a lot of people. Police had to do a lot of pressure to get themselves in there.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's catching fire. Fire. Yeah. So
let's move this thing along, everybody. See what's happening. Let's go. Get up.
Yeah. So yeah, and Kent State is an absolute incredible thing. Just before I fire up this video, I just want to highlight this here because Glenn is absolutely right. Kent State is a perfect thing here, and this is going massive. And we're going to discuss exactly how massive this is going because now we get over to across the country. California started responding to building.
It's like scaring a bear.
Don't fucking grab them! Go home! Get the fuck out! Go home! Fuck off, you pigs! Don't beat us like you beat your wife! Get the fuck out! What are you doing? Go home! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here! Get away, you're hurting my friends! You're hurting students! You're hurting students! You fuck up for this! This is your career! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! They're beating us! They broke the student by the hair! Fuck you! They grabbed the student by the hair! Leave our fucking friend alone! You're hurting students! Where's your fucking dignity? You're hurting students! Where's your dignity? Push him out! Do you beat your kids with those hands? Where's your fucking dignity? What the fuck? Stop! Fix it! Get the fuck out of here! They're beating students! You're beating students! You're beating students! You're beating students! The fuck out of here! Disengage! Stay the fuck out of here! Disengage! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Get in, regroup! Get it back! Get it back! Injured back! Injured back! Over here! My student is bleeding! You fucking hair student! They're beating us! Who's beating us? They're bleeding! My student is bleeding!
Oops. So yeah, they were able to. Jesus Christ, I'm terrible at this.
Why did they fucking turn that into that? Like, I fucking hate. Well, I know why they did it, but it fucking pisses me off.
You know, yeah. I was gonna say, you know why they do that. You know exactly why they do that.
They're losing. They're fucking losing. They're not going to win against this generation. They will not.
They're ordered to come in there to clear it out as much and as aggressively as possible. Sorry, not as aggressively, but they're ordered to go in there to clear it out as efficiently as possible. So aggression is not sort of a factor. And again, who knows how many students were harmed? They don't care. They're just there to clear out the property because, again, police are there for property, not for people.
Yeah.
So
the moral army is how Harrison Ford called them.
Yeah.
He did a really great speech about.
Oh, he did a beautiful speech.
Yeah. And then he ended it with the best thing we could do for them is get the fuck. Well, he didn't say fuck. I'm going to say it. Get the fuck out of their way. Yeah. If you're not going to boost them up, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. He's right. We need to help them out.
Oh my gosh.
And they're doing something.
They're doing a lot.
So New York City, California. It's not the last video I'm done with them. Yeah. And additional groups. And we'll discuss even more after that. But before that.
First one is to disclose investments. Second is to cut ties with the IOF. Third is to call for a ceasefire. And fourth is to drop charges against students.
They preventatively close their yard. Fucking assholes.
They made him shit.
Yep. They know.
Yeah.
You can't stop this.
Students
you can't
are singing
fucking
the
stop
songs of the anti-apartheid movement, the anti-Vietnam War movement. They're standing in the same places that students did generations ago. And history tells us that every single time that these anti-war cries have been heard, students have always been on the right side of history.
100. Yeah.
Universities can't function without their students. Universities have to protect their students by virtue of students accepting this education. And so universities' first stakeholders should not be the state of Israel. It should be their students.
100%.
Yeah. So before we get to this more, additional things I did not be able to get a chance to cover. Texas also had a standoff, also with the same kind of before and after hand.
Reception.
Reception. They came up with a lot. It's Texas. But the students were, are still holding strong. You saw Harvard, but now it's growing outside the U.S. Aside from the U.S. doing a phenomenal job. And as you saw the listing there, it's huge.
Yeah.
We're now getting reports of Italy and Australia also universities showing up. Huge. Like, we're getting some rumbles around Canada also with some of the universities here too. But yeah.
I went to one at the college, and I think more people should be coming out. Like, we had a small group, but damn, like, they actually send students to occupied territory, and they do this. They sponsor students to go from the universities here in Canada and colleges to go occupy occupied land, like live in the settlements.
Well, so I mean, So I mean, U.S. is right now sort of addressing that with regards to their universities. If Canadian universities are doing this too,
and divesting, oh my god,
we need those universities need to divest. Again, this needs to be something that the students are starting. But if that's occurring, get that started.
Berkeley,
Carleton, Ottawa's doing it. Let us know. If you guys get camps going on because you need to, let us know. We'll show up and help you out.
I go wherever I can go. But Berkeley did this back in 1985, and they ended up divesting $3 billion from just that one university, $3 billion in any companies working with South Africa. And then they ended up changing the landscape because they inspired all the other universities and colleges students to do this. And that was like,
and I'm thinking like especially the faculty is coming out to the students, because the faculty would probably students at some points during some of those protests. I'm not saying a lot because again, Vietnam was so far back then, but still some of those protests, some of those estimates, a lot of them are going to be familiar. They're intellectuals. They understand the world situation. They're going to know what's going on. And they're going to know and understand complicity.
Yeah. Nelson Mandela went to Berkeley and spoke at Berkeley University and thanked them. Saluted them because they stood by viciously their principle that divesting from from South Africa was what needed to happen. And he said it gave him strength to keep going. I think what we're doing right now matters, and we need to hurry up and get this fucking shit over with. People are dying. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We need to move faster. We need to get up now. We're seeing it's happening. We know what the right answer is. Let's just get out there and do this. Please, let's go.
Listen to Han Solo. Help out or get the fuck out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Fuck out of
Yeah.
the way. Yeah. So, unfortunately, not all people understand in universities. Because, again, a lot of teachers did show up, but moving back up to Canada, this particular teacher here, as I'm wrapping this with this, so the president, Rhonda Lenton, had from Yorkview had her particular take here, and so I'm going to let you watch the video in question because it's a little. Well, you know what? You tell me.
Why not?
They don't let people in.
Also, it's getting bombed right now, so nobody can go. No, it's not getting bombed right now.
Yes, they're getting bombed right now.
No, not right now.
Yes,
Not,
right now.
they're trying to get the hostages back.
The ceasefire doesn't start till tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Your information. The ceasefire doesn't start till tomorrow morning.
Yes, because Hamas has been so slow in releasing all these little kids.
Israel rejected this exact offer a month ago. Yes.
No, I don't know.
Israel rejected this offer a month ago.
Ma'am, what was your
Thousands
intention
of lives
asking
could have
me
been
about
saved.
videos? I just want to know your intention. I'm just thinking that you sound really stupid with all that noise you're making. You disrupted my class.
So what do you teach?
Did you hear anything that they were saying? I just heard a lot of noise. So how do you know if it's stupid or not? If you're screaming, never mind. There's no point in arguing with you. Well, we were trying to argue. You are just a bunch of ignorant idiots.
Wow.
You know, 2 of us are Jewish, right?
She doesn't care.
I know. I just want her to have that as her parting thought.
Okay, whoever was the two, so whoever the girls were behind the camera there,
Yeah.
you're absolutely incredible
Amazing. Yeah.
for sure.
Salut.
Especially for that, like, you know, 2 of us are Jewish, right? Like, there was so much sass in that line. I'm like, I gotta cheers that. That's just amazing. But
We
yeah,
all look the same. That's what that white
Yeah.
lady thinks.
so Jewish people, Muslim people look all the same to you. So
Amen.
you can't tell Palestinians from Jewish. Okay, weird.
I'm Arab.
Um,
Somebody said to me when I was working in this place, restaurant, whatever,
Mhm.
what is a fine looking Jewish girl like you doing in a place like this? I'm like, well, dude, first, I'm not Jewish. Second, terrible pickup line. Do you want something to drink? Last question.
I'm not gonna read your mind, but I'm pretty sure like you might have wanted something to drink after that
Yeah.
interaction.
Well, I mean, I don't care that he thought I was Jewish. What a stupid, idiotic thing to say, though. Like,
It's a little weird.
it's very
Um,
weird.
But you know what? I mean, like, assuming you were Jewish,
Whatever. I look Jewish. I look
fair enough.
Arab. I look Spanish. I look Italian. What else have people given me? They've given me everything. Whatever.
I've had the most
White.
bizarre thing. I've had the most bizarre one when I was younger, but I remember I was at like in like 20s, 30s. I was told I don't look Canadian. Now this is when I was.
Did you have a beard and mustache? Maybe back then, anybody who had the
didn't.
beard and mustache looked like the Taliban.
No. This is when I had to. I think I sent you the picture of that when I didn't have the beard and
Didn't have any
mustache. I
shape.
had the more of the pretty boy kind of look going on. I was told I
Such a
didn't look.
beta.
No. I
I'm just
don't have to
kidding.
play or hit the game.
I
No,
just wanna-
it was. I was told I did not look Canadian, but it wasn't sort of. It wasn't an intention, sort of like of anything more than just like, no, you look. And they're
Exotic.
references. European, I think, was more the specifics. You don't look Canadian, you look European. I'm like, all right, I can play with that.
That is kind of true, though, right?
But it's one of those, yeah, because I mean, it's one of those weird kind of sort of
You are
finessing
European.
points. I'm like, Canadians are all sort of, if you go to the settler
The
colonists
French
in
Canadians
Canada,
are European.
yeah, French Canadians are Europeans. And guess what? Well, the British Canadians are also European too. So yeah, the
Correct.
majority of Canadians that came into during the colonial times of Canada were all European. So
European, European, you're all European.
So yeah, so for some reason at some certain point that particular look differentiated at some point because apparently like yeah you don't look like the Canadians, you look European. I'm like,
It's
cool.
the hair. You had the gel in your hair, probably. Like
it was paste. I was very sophisticated. It
paste.
was I wouldn't be as
Definitely
okay.
European.
Okay, I hear it. I hear myself now.
You heard
Okay,
it now.
sure.
Good.
Yeah, I do. That must have been it. Apparently, yeah. If you use the right hair product, you can look sophisticated. That's all it is. Forget the clothes. You probably forget everything else. It's
Sophisticated.
right hair product.
Sophisticated.
Yes, it totally is. You need to get the right do. You're good to go. There is one other thing I want to cover this week. It is a particular call to action.
All right.
It
hey,
is.
before you do that, if you didn't start following the Freedom Flotilla Coalition or the Flotilla, oh dear.
This thing right up here.
Yeah, it is the Freedom Flotilla. Okay, yeah.
It is.
Make sure you're following it. Yeah, now that's your first action. What's this action? Call to action.
Absolutely go follow it for sure. But the second one is coming up May 11th to May 17th, Rainbow Week of Action. I've posted about this if you follow me. If not, you'll be your information about this coming up. There is going to be an action coming up during this particular week. And there's dates for everybody. So if you can, please go to rainbowequity.ca where you can find out for information in regards to actions local to you in your particular regions. For us in Ottawa, it will be on Friday, May 17th. Friday, May 17th at 5:30 p.m. I know I'm going to be there. I know Dina's going to be there. If you can, go to Rainbow Equity. If you aren't going to show up, please register. Let them know you can be showing up. And anybody else you might be bringing, let them know too. But you know what? I'm going to let Faye tell you guys a little bit more as to what's going on because Faye is organizing it.
We have big and exciting news. Today, we unveiled a national Rainbow Week of Action from May 11th to 17th, 2024, featuring rallies, letter writing events, educational opportunities, and so much more. This is our chance to turn the tide as these far-right groups and populist politicians punch down on queer and trans people to gain power and make division the name of the game. We are pushing back with unity. We are pushing back by lifting up our voices for rainbow equality and more free and equal Canada for all of our families. So join a rally near you, send your MP a letter, and add your voice at www.rainbowequality.ca.
So don't wait for us. Get on it.
Let's go.
I retweeted it. Please do. There's many.
And I'm not locked out. I'll retweet it.
You need to stop saying terrible things.
I didn't say anything. It was a retweet of somebody else's tweet. Loki tweeted the mass grave. I retweeted the mass grave. I tagged Justin Trudeau and Melanie Jolie. Twitter didn't like that.
Yeah.
Gory, they said. It's not my tweet.
Yeah.
Why aren't you taking down his tweet and just say this tweet's unavailable? Like, fuck off.
Yeah. I
didn't do it. I didn't take that fucking video. I didn't post it on there. you fuckers. I
They're
hate
not big on
Twitter.
accountability.
Twitter's friggin' dumb. Oh man, they're just suppressing the
Don't hold back. Tell us how you feel.
Twitter.
It's true. So, anyways, back to Rainbow Accountability. There is multiple areas, multiple locations. I didn't get a good screenshot here, but I'm going to give you guys a bit of sort of a view here. Rainbow. Boom. So, there we go. Many locations here. Go take a look there. RSVP where you can. As you can see Ottawa, but again, Red Deer, Toronto, Charlottetown, Sarnia, Calgary, Saskatoon, Kitchener. There's also a couple of virtual ones, as well as, whoops, sorry about that. I am terrible. Edmonton, Hamilton, Barrie, London, Fredericton, and Winnipeg.
Cool.
There may not be more to show up. I don't know, but these are all work together with the local areas themselves. RSVP to show up and join and help out. Most of these rallies are showing up on the 17th. A couple of them on I guess one of them on the 18th, one of them on the 19th. Show up, support, do what you can, see if you can help out. Because again,
that's
the
right
more the
before the
merrier.
long weekend and the long weekend.
Yeah, no, it's not is it a long weekend?
The 17th is the Friday, and then you have the 18th, 19th, and Victoria Day is the 20th.
17th is a Friday.
That's right. And then if you look at the Edmonton, the next page, and the London, those ones, they're on the 18th and the 19th as well. Not just the 17th. Go to your next page.
It's the 20th. Oh, yes, because the third Sunday. It's May 24 weekend.
But
okay.
I mean, that's in Winnipeg, so they don't have the same. Do they? Do they have Victoria Day? I don't know. Yeah, they must. It's a stat.
It's a federal stat.
I don't know. Whatever. Then they have it.
May
May 24 weekend.
Government.
Whatever. That part I don't care. Give us a day off every fucking month. There should be a long weekend every month. That is how it should be. If we're not going to have 4-day work weeks, we should have at least one 4-day work week. Can
we just have a 4-day work week period?
I agree with that, but long weekends are so precious to me.
Yeah, but if we have 4-day work weeks, long weekends will be even more impressive.
Oh, I'd love it. I have a petition out there from like 2 years ago, change.org, where I'm asking people to sign this petition that we have a 4-day work week. I think it got maybe 100 signatures, but it's there, you guys. If I was onto something.
Did you put on your link tree?
No, actually, that's a
why? There's your problem. You are self-defeating.
Okay, I'll put it. I didn't have a link tree back then, but I never thought of it. I'll put it in the link.
That was your problem. That's why it didn't work. You had no link tree back then.
Come on, you guys.
There you go. That's it for us. Thanks everybody for coming out. Don't forget, we'll be here back again on Friday, as well as I need to do the wonderful hosting thing, which is our dear friend Danny is still looking for assistance. Join up, show up, and again, anything between now and the end of May, I'm extended to the end of May because I can do that. Any donation will be doubled up automatically. So go in, help out. You need to get Danny's defense. Go in there, you do that, and you're if you help out, you're giving some Toronto lawyer a harder time.
It's fantastic. Everybody.
Yes.
Send $5 if you only have $5. It'll add up.
Your $5 turns into 10.
Yep.
What matters? So help out where you can. If you can't help out, spread it out as much as you can. Everything will be doubled up. As long as it's before the end of May. Up to a maximum of 2,000. till then, thanks for coming out. Don't forget to join us again on this Friday where Dean and I are going to be debating. And we'll be back here next Wednesday. And join me on Friday as well, Dina.
Saturday. You have
Saturday, yes. Yes, Saturday. Saturday's game night where I'm going to make Dina lose again.
No, I won the trivia game, remember? Like
Only one. Only one.
3 rounds, yo. The whole
So
thing.
you can just see us.
Clean sweep.
So you can see us compete like children. If you want to. You can either come join us or just watch if you want to, because it's both on separate Twitch or TikTok. I'll probably be throwing that up into the link.
Not only did I win, I was like miles away from all the rest of the people.
So you need to follow me and take a look, and then you can see just how bad Dina's not in the realm of reality there. More of that if you guys want to follow.
Yeah.
Till then, thanks for joining us, and
enjoy this last video.
Agreed.
Well, gather round, folks. I've got a tale to spin about a man named Pierre and the office he's in. He traded Parliament's hustle for a forest so grand. Now he's chopping taxes with an axe in his hand. Oh, Pierre Poilievre put it on the line. Took a seat in Ottawa, said it's chopping time. Swapped out suits for flannel, got that logger's grin. Said forget the carbon tax, let those sawmills spin. He's the PM of the pine, sultan of spruce. Cutting red tape down, letting carbon loose. No more talking taxes, we're growing wood instead. Pierre growing so much wood that we'll all be dead.